Good evening, Southwest Florida. It's Presley, W.D., editor, Lulu Publishing, and primary publisher's account. Very nice weather, Lehigh Regional Stars, and we are Connecticut in connection with you, and in the new state and developing our states. Quite frankly, subject matter have been an advanced role in our figurative mind, in minding the Hispanics, and all cultivated art and photography developed unto the media, socialized in our dimension, and approved symmetric within our mathematical Malaika Hannah collections. Sincerely, the idea of Steph Curry and the Curry restaurant and Stephen and Stephanie added together, we had a very similar debate and discussion within sponsorship, including Papa John's involved in many of the photographies edited in Netspin, recreating the capital and the residual income within the banking system of developing 25% of Lulu Publishing, developing into the American Daughters e-pen store fully in the windy, sunny Sunshine, Florida. These inquiries are very self-improvement and empowered at a lower and a home conveniency, and therefore we had some included matters of robotic minding one another, and we have to insinuate a certain approach in our determination and exclamation point that we identify other individuals with, and sincerely our surname have a humongous play role within each category of individual liberty and justice for all for each family reunion and relationship and development of ethnicity. Once our background come in, we figure or we configure one or the other, minus or plus to equal the personality of that person in our image, our daily activities within our businesses, small and large, and how accurate we are at making these decisions from copyrights, law establishments, policymakers, and etc. Becoming young forever in our duration of visage, our portion of pardon, and how we have accelerated ourselves over a European back into the American and the united way of becoming Americanized. Furthermore, we gain our citizenships, and sometimes we are born into it and have been accumulated from a family-orientated lineage. But here we are in dispute of actions that we take thoroughly, daily, and we simulate every second of that time and period to bring about our full business, self, improvised into another. And daily we shake hands and we communicate and interact. But unless we are in need to know that within each dangerous act we perform, we have to estimate the amount of insecurities and securities between other individuals from our past, present, and future tense. And therefore, who have the law of preventing and the walk of prevention? And in the theaters and in the cinematic point of view, you have the alumni and you have the students and you have the 4.0 and over 4.0 GPA, which have stood along the comfortability of how impressive a family can be with that strength, living in their home and accurately guiding the blind in the views of reactions through actions taken in each community. So carefully we must review. And after review, we must know the accuracy of explanation in relationship building come from relationship and relating to one another verbally, physically, and emotionally. And quite frankly, in the theater, the performance outrageously subordinate all the equality of stages that are to be taken and understood in studies to value the moment captured in Hollywood and back into your community. Your growth in business and self-centered ego of denial and refusal in one combination to fight against your own self-esteem and come about your full integrity. And where you are, the Charlemagne, and where you are, the chariot of the golden pursuant, upon your own road and stream and Nile and journey to become your own caste, since spelling have been the accumulation of language in any category categorized. Therefore, the first letters of each alphabetical order in each language will be a duplication of what equal a full sentence and a full word. So carefully we have to review. The beginning of us was the stages of an infant. And after the 5 years, we had full or 70% of an understanding of what we were saying. And to always go back into retaliation within the mind and understand the complete fullness of why we speak and why we are built upon intelligence and growth, we must come back to the drawing. So therefore, a history and prehistory of improvement is a continuous stage of battle. And it is a war augmented into our personality traits daily. So see that in the birthmark of St. Mark and St. Nicholas Hospital, and within the 1998 to 1988 and 1989 dated, were the beginning of a life from both ends of an expectancy, if only within your category there is a similarity for you to exchange in your own market and become supervisional and supervised over your own perimeter and preliminary area to value yourself in your own drive and create your own mercy and become holy upon your holy ground. You have to include all of the dates and matters of the beginning to continue in the future and have a bright 56 nights in the equal equation of becoming mathematic, such a challenging pharmaceutical field. And in converting it, you are to be pride in yourself. And within the pride and the egoistic way of denying yourself, you have to have the combination of both explained from some of the best professionals. And sometimes the explanations don't always sustainability, but quite frankly, they can do so if on your own provision within your own mirror. You have a reflection of your own adoration, and you're always uprising in the stream of knowing who you are through daily business, meetings, and greetings of one another. So the satisfaction is passed on in a transparency and benign way, but still physically involve you within returning into your home and accurately have endangered you within the actions that you take within your community. Therefore, you have to fight the compact decision-making of both integrity and force, remorse and weakness in the same category on the same paper and paragraph. Sometimes in the same sentence, within the same word, within not even beginning to write a word on a piece of paper, mindedly. But the stages don't never leave accurately for accuracy. Therefore, continuously as you proceed in that manner on social media, on radio stations, on marketing, promotion tips at home, in your car, within your family members, in your church services, in your business, at your schoolyard, with your alumni, intelligence and smartness from Florida Gulf Coast University, Hodges University, Rasmussen University, Edison, Uprising, exchanged nominations, and the upgrade of independency in the United States educational system, providing you the standards of you coming in as a foreigner and becoming the professional you are today. You have to have all the addings upon one category. And it is very supportive of I to administrate every single individual from the women line, the females line, the lady line in your dictionary to value the self-empowered and self-sustainability in the American legacy. So it is a pleasant time for you to see that the inquiry can not only just endanger you physically, but you have to keep the morals, and you have to adjust the weight and the burden of the satisfactions surrounding you and not including you and not including yourself. And the temperature constantly speak of weather that changes in our world and constantly react unto the body to give you a certain emotion and feeling about your outer and inner appearance. But without any change of you and submissive of the power empowered unto it, you have to still remain who you are. So the factors is always up to you in the endangerment of how you feel from the response you get through your daily act and activities. So don't always forget that in the blind sign, some changes don't actually occur, but only occur through you personally, physically, and emotionally. So become more aggressive and have more aggression in your definitive defense and be more empowered. As Sister Kelly repeated, always study. Last night, Blue Plus and Gray Plus, Silver Plus housing have been a very taskmaster place of recognition for fundamentalism. And don't forget, the courage is always discouraged in encouragement to equal your honor. And therefore the factors are very pure as water going down your body to satisfy your thirst. And we thank you very much that you have been a very good indeed follower. And don't remember this particular don't forget the particular names involved and how they're remarkably in their own physicality endure and ensure to your response from your likes and dislikes and comments posted on your own social media and interactions daily, through dinner, through delivery, through hard work and ethics, through marketing, through publishing, through primary holders, and all of the above listed. Lily, Villains, Liana, Yanni, so more and so much more. Remember the separation of each letter in the specified Pacific Union, and also the C of the season included in the publishing for all of the primary. Involved with you and involved with me in connection together in your community and in my community together, sponsored by Papa John's Inspiration, and daily sponsors from Network and other capitalists, bankers such as Bank America, Wells Fargo, Chase, and more. I'm Presley, Young Cadet, here with you for the editorials of every initial. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.